Wealth is often seen as the ultimate key to freedom. The idea is simple: more money means more choices, fewer worries, and the ability to live life on your terms. But is that really the case? Or is the pursuit of wealth just another trap, an illusion that keeps people locked in a cycle of chasing more, never truly reaching the freedom they seek? Let's take a deep dive into this question and explore whether wealth truly sets you free or simply changes the nature of your constraints. The illusion of wealth. At its core, wealth is about resources, money, assets, and access. Society conditions us to believe that accumulating wealth leads to security and happiness. Yet, for many, this belief is more of a psychological construct than an actual reality. One of the biggest illusions about wealth is control. People assume that with enough money, they can control every aspect of their lives: how they spend their time, how they deal with stress, and how they interact with the world. However, wealth often comes with its own set of burdens. High earners frequently find themselves trapped by the very thing they thought would free them: their business, their investments, their status. They may have financial security, but they also have obligations that demand their time and energy. Another illusion is status signaling. Many who appear wealthy are merely projecting an image of success. They buy expensive cars, designer clothes, and luxurious homes, not necessarily because they want them, but because they feel they have to in order to maintain a certain image. Social media amplifies this effect, making it seem like everyone is living a high-end lifestyle. But behind the scenes, many are drowning in debt, living paycheck to paycheck despite earning high incomes. Their wealth is superficial, built on credit and appearances rather than true financial stability. Then there's the trap of accumulation. Many believe that if they just hit a certain financial milestone, 6 figures, $1 million, 10 million, they will finally feel secure and free. But what happens when they reach that goal? The target moves. Suddenly, $1 million doesn't feel like enough because they compare themselves to those with 10 million. This endless pursuit of more is known as hedonic adaptation. No matter how much you acquire, your desires simply expand to match your new level of wealth. The result? People who are financially successful but still feel anxious, stressed, and dissatisfied. Does wealth actually set you free? To answer this, we need to define freedom. What kind of freedom are we talking about? Financial freedom versus time freedom. Most people chase financial freedom, assuming it will lead to personal freedom. Financial freedom generally means having enough passive income or savings to cover your living expenses without needing to work. But does that translate to time freedom? Not always. Consider high net worth individuals like CEOs, hedge fund managers, and top-tier entrepreneurs. They have millions, or even billions, but they also work grueling hours, manage high-stress responsibilities, and often have very little control over their daily schedules. Their wealth demands constant attention. They may have financial power, but do they truly own their time? Many don't. Compare that to someone who earns a modest but steady income through a simple business, passive investments, or a job that doesn't demand all their time. They may not be rich, but they have the ability to wake up when they want, travel freely, spend time with loved ones, and pursue hobbies. In many ways, they may be freer than someone who has 10 times their wealth but is trapped by their work. This leads to an important realization: real freedom isn't just about money, it's about autonomy. It's about designing a life where you control your time and choices, rather than being controlled by financial obligations. The hidden costs of wealth. There's also a hidden cost to wealth that many people don't consider: responsibility. The more money you have, the more you have to manage. Investments, taxes, businesses, employees, properties, each comes with decisions, risks, and complications. Think about lottery winners who go bankrupt or celebrities who lose everything. Many of them were never taught how to manage wealth, and instead of gaining freedom, they ended up in worse situations than before. Even among self-made millionaires, there's a common pattern: the feeling that they can't stop. Many continue working endlessly, not because they need the money, but because their identity is tied to success. They fear slowing down, losing relevance, or missing out on future opportunities. In this way, wealth can become another form of imprisonment. Escaping the illusion, what actually creates freedom? If wealth alone doesn't guarantee freedom, what does? 1. Define wealth on your own terms. Instead of fixating on a specific financial number, focus on what kind of lifestyle you actually want. Do you need millions to be happy, or do you simply need enough to live comfortably while having control over your time? 2. Avoid lifestyle inflation. As income increases, so do expenses unless you make a conscious effort to avoid it. Many high earners are just as financially stressed as low earners because they expand their spending as fast as their income grows. True financial independence comes when you live below your means while still enjoying life. 3. Prioritize autonomy over income. The goal shouldn't be to have the highest possible income, but to design a life where your time is your own. This could mean starting a business, investing wisely, or working a job that provides flexibility rather than just a big paycheck. 4. Seek purpose, not just money. Many financially successful people still feel empty because they never figured out what truly fulfills them. If money were taken out of the equation, what would you spend your time doing? Aligning your wealth with a meaningful pursuit is key to lasting happiness. 5. Focus on relationships and experiences. Studies consistently show that strong social connections and meaningful experiences contribute far more to happiness than material wealth. If chasing money is preventing you from nurturing relationships and enjoying life, it's worth reassessing your priorities. Final thoughts. The illusion of wealth is that it promises freedom but often delivers new constraints. It can provide comfort, security, and opportunities, but if not managed wisely, it can also become a source of stress, responsibility, and an endless chase for more. True freedom isn't just about having money, it's about having control over your life. It's about using wealth as a tool, rather than letting it use you. It's about knowing when enough is truly enough. So instead of asking, how much money do I need to be free, ask yourself, what does freedom actually mean to me? Because the answer to that question is where real freedom begins.